Warning. The following episode of America contains strong explicit language and several scenes that many viewers may find offensive or disturbing. Don't blame us, blame the anime.
Are you alone in the house?
What? Who are you?
Are you alone in the house?
Look, buddy, whatever you're selling, we ain't buying it, so why don't you go take a hike?
Yeah.
Look, there's something I need to tell you about those things you found.
Alright, just say what you gotta say and get it over with.
Okay, first things first, I'm not your enemy. I just know things, okay? I mean, I just want you guys to get out of this alive.
Alive? Are you threatening us?
No, I'm not threatening you, okay? Look, the units that belong to these people, they're very scary people, okay? I'm not with them. I don't like them at all even, and frankly, if they knew that I was here, they'd try to kill me. I'm just trying to get to you guys before they do, okay? So no one gets hurt.
What do you mean so no one gets hurt? That sounds like a threat to me.
Look, these people are a threat, okay? It's like the machines that landed here are theirs. And it's top secret, and they want them back, okay? All I'm asking is that you give them to them, you know, so that they don't even have to know that you exist. I can just say to them, look, I found these in a field, there was no one, that's it.
Oh yeah? Well, how do you know so much about him if you're not with them?
I have leverage on them, okay? You guys don't. You don't. You have their property and they want it back. And they could easily take them if it came to that.
Well, I don't know about easily.
I mean, look, if you guys are planning to fight them for it, I can't stop you. I'm just asking you guys to do the right thing and just... because you just won't have a second chance in this, okay?
Can you give us 3 hours?
Sure, but I shouldn't be here again. That'll look suspicious, okay? So just meet me downtown behind the Shakespeare building.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we'll meet you there.
Alright, well thank you for having me, gentlemen. I'll be seeing you soon. Please do the right thing.
What the hell, Phoenix? 3 hours? What's that about? How do you know that we'll decide by then?
I've got the perfect test.
Test? What test?
If we can get through this without transforming into Max and Axe, we won't even need those units anymore. But if we can't, there'll be no way that we can give them up.
All right. Let's see then.
Let's get going. So, Hellsing. Hellsing was a manga series that ran for 11 years, ending in 2008. It was a very popular series both here and in Japan, so naturally the only thing to do was to make it into an anime. In 2001. The anime was never intended to match the entire story of the manga, or any actual story for that matter. Instead, it was meant to attract more readers to the manga itself.
Because we all know how well blatant marketing gimmicks work out.
The series was so divergent and lifeless that eventually Geneon started producing an OVA series entitled Hellsing Ultimate, but we won't be looking at that today since it still hasn't completed its 13-episode run.
Yeah, after 4 years, only 8 episodes have been released, so who knows when that'll ever finish up. Instead, today, we're going to look at the original anime. So let's dive right in. Our show begins in what must be Britain, given that their chief export is pea soup fog.
Hey, I thought the chief exports of Britannia were vinegar and tooth decay.
Gee, thanks. Way to alienate our entire English audience.
Rubbish.
Anyhow, there's an incredibly relevant car driving around while Alucard, our poorly named main character, gets ready to kill some people.
Target is confirmed. Releasing Control Art Restriction System to Level 3.
Hey, I could never even get past level 1 on that game.
The British gent driving the fancy car turns out to be a lonely old man who tries very hard to make hiring a prostitute somehow sound noble.
Your beauty makes me want to drop down to my knees, caress your legs, and prove how much I admire beauty such as yours. But that sort of game is reserved for younger gentlemen.
Is he trying to convince himself or us? Either way, it's not working. You're a desperate sex fiend. Get over it.
As giant rainforest centipedes drop from the ceiling because vampires, Alucard decides that all whores must die, and starting with this one isn't a bad idea. Oh yeah, and she turns out to be a vampire or something.
How is there any way for Alucard to know that she was a vampire? Can he identify them by smell or something? But no, that seems stupid too. Wouldn't lame, contrived vampire scent be easily masked by dingy, prostitutical aromas? Aside from the random centipedes, which could have come from Alucard himself, this woman could have been a hooker that this guy just roofied, who's barely conscious and doesn't know where she is. Honestly, the guy appears more menacing than she does. Why don't you shoot him too, Yosemite Sam?
Naturally, Scotland Yard's crack SWAT team crashes the mansion, but apparently in Britain only vampires dispense justice, so they just let Alucard go.
Next, we cut to some footage of interest for Alucard's next murder.
On 12 June, this priest was assigned to a small church in the village of Cheddar.
Wait, that was the weird part about the video? I mean, yeah, vampire, but why is there a 3-legged dog picking up a severed hand and running off with it? What's the story behind that? Is the dog, like, collecting body parts to build other vampires? Does he just love the taste of human flesh? Where did the severed hand come from? I've never known vampires to dismember corpses. I love how this is just casually ignored as if this happens like every day in Britain. As if severed hands just rain from the sky and the 3-legged dog hers come running into town and clean them up. How does no one find this totally bizarre?
Anyway, the video is being watched by a couple guys and the Supreme Overlord, Sir Integra Wingates Hellsing Fairbrook Clayfield Jackson Washington Blair Thatcher the 17th. Or Integra the Androgynous for short.
These people have had their blood drained to feed the vampire. They've become cannibalistic ghouls. You have taken the lecture.
I know they're dropping very important exposition about ghouls and vampires rather roughly here, but try to figure out just from this show, and no other Hellsing media, if Integra is a woman or a man before the show reveals the answer. I bet you'll guess wrong.
After explaining the whole ghoul thing, as if the audience has only seen Twilight and has no idea what vampires actually are, we cut to the town of three-legged dogs, where Alucard's presence has caused the entire sky to turn blood red as if it's the apocalypse. Apparently, this is also an everyday occurrence in Britain, as we meet our other character, Police Girl, who is stupidly trying to save her entire squad, which have been turned into ghouls, I guess. Although it's really hard to tell given their shrouded faces.
Why was she left alive? How did she evade the lone vampire while everyone else was bitten and turned? Apparently that scene would have been just too exciting to show, so our lazy artists did us a favor and just skipped it.
Wait. I thought those were ghouls.
Yeah, those are ghouls.
No. That was most definitely a zombie.
Well, that's technically kind of what a ghoul is. I mean, it's a mindless slave to the vampire that turned it.
So, vampire zombies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every human character in this show is so boned. I mean, they don't have to stand a snowball's chance in hell with the zombie apocalypse and vampire doom raining down upon them.
Yeah, that's right.
Police Girl is rightly terrified of whatever abomination can destroy a person with a single strike, so she flees to a church, but unfortunately it's one of those wacky denominational churches.
Of course, vampires can't turn every human they drink of into one of their own. For example...
Let me go.
Well, apparently he's hypnotizing her here. I wish I had a single visible clue to base that on, but it's either that or Police Girl is falling in love with him, and that would just be silly.
Well, it looks like Police Girl's really gonna die here. It's not like we didn't see this coming, though. I mean, there's no way we'd be able to tolerate her terrible voice acting and non-existent personality for the whole season.
Oh yeah!
Damn it, Alucard!
I think you should die now.
Well, so much for humanity's last hope for survival.
Oh, God.
Shooting me is not going to do you any good.
Oh, come on! This is...
You act more like a cockroach than a proper vampire. Left on your own, you would cover the world in filth. I can't stand your kind. You don't have the self-respect to be a vampire, you undead maggot.
Because Police Girl can't resist the angle of Alucard's dangle, she agrees to become a vampire without the slightest reason or ounce of argument, as she allows him to shoot her through the breast, killing the other vampire.
Alucard brings Police Girl back to the chopper, where Integra demonstrates the depth of her compassion and empathy.
I want you to transfer the Police Girl to the Hellsing organization.
You don't make decisions.
The police girl made the choice for herself.
It's time for us to leave.
Yes, the mission was a complete success, but I had to make this girl into a vampire to avoid murdering an innocent person, of course.
You are an utter failure. I will never be happy with anything you do. Even though we'd all be dead without you, I still hate you. I'm leaving now. Well, she's a rotten bitch. And with that, our episode ends.
Well, I know she's a vampire now, but maybe Alucard's gun will accidentally discharge and kill her.
Yeah, right. The second episode begins with one of those silly women's forgetting where the street is and wandering away from her master into a back alley, where she spots another equally silly woman, acting odd. Hey, standing there might not be the best idea. Just saying.
No, seriously, you should probably get out of there.
Run! Luckily, her owner arrives and explains to her what feet are for, but he's just a little too late.
Meanwhile, our other female idiot, police girl, can't handle pulling the trigger because that would make her character worthwhile. So Ferguson, whose name I only know because I've watched the entire series, orders a second sniper to shoot the ghoul that's ready to rip out the silly woman's throat.
I'm sorry, sir.
Some say that failure in your first battle is a sign you'll live longer.
No, it makes your character annoying, frustrating, and bad at your job. There's no silver lining here.
We then cut to the platoon being debriefed, where we see that since becoming a vampire, something about Police Girl has changed.
Yes, sir.
Seriously, does becoming a vampire just grant you the power of giant breasts? This explains so much about the other two female undead that we've seen thus far.
How does that work exactly? Is she a succubus? A vampire? Is she just worthless? Can we get some clarification here, please?
I can't risk another mission. Therefore...
I don't need any special treatment, mission or not.
Well, then maybe you should, I don't know, do your job!
Next, we're introduced to the coolest character by far, Walter, who is...
What the hell was that?
I know, it was avant-garde and daring.
F that. It was gross and disturbing. It wasn't even scary, it was just exploitative.
Well, I'm sure it won't happen again. I mean, let's just keep going. Next, Walter leads Police Girl to her underground bedroom, where her breasts change size in every single shot, demonstrating just how much effort was put into animating this wonderful show.
It's moving. Excuse me, what is this?
Yes, I apologize for this, but we're going to bury you now. We all hate you and want you dead. Kisses!
What is the point of this? I know this is a horror anime, but are they trying to outdo the Saw and Hostel franchises simultaneously? This is beyond...
Who cares? Let him watch.
Look at you. The plot's got you fucked up.
Like you're not.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fox, calm down. Calm down. Take a deep breath here. Come on. Look, there's way too much of this series left to lose it already. Come on, I need you here. Come on.
I just have one question. Just one. Why?
Why are they killing all these people? Why are they posing dolls in sexual positions and stabbing what would be their sex organs with pins? Why is she giving him head while he shoots up the already dead bodies? Which include children!
Our little Bonnie and Clyde problem.
No, they are not Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde were crazy, but this is beyond mental illness. This is not disturbing. This is not scary. This is just ridiculous. And we hate these characters. They're not Bonnie and Clyde because you say they are. They deserve to die. We don't sympathize with them because no one in reality would do the things that they've done. Who is the target audience of this depravity? Charles Manson?
We can love each other forever.
No. It'll be all right, Fox. It'll be all right. No. Yeah. No. Come on, look.
What happened? Leaf baby, where are we?
Bloody hell! I don't know, alright? You're fucking dead!
See?
You've gone and taken all those lives, and not even because you were thirsty. Is it fun, huh? Is that what it takes for filth like you to get off?
My God, I can see her. But she's just a girl.
Just squeeze that trigger. Yeah. You got it.
Now, Officer Ceres, take the shot.
Boom! Finally. Yes!
Oh yeah, we're glad they're dead and all, but why did this girl decide to run right down the center of a straightaway rather than run into the woods just to her right? Genius or super genius?
Then, because shooting a vampire running straight at you is apparently a difficult, skilled task, Police Girl is automatically accepted into the Hellsing organization. Because tits!
Not that, Police Girl.
I have a name. It's Ceres Victoria, not Police Girl.
Aw, isn't that adorable? You think you have a name.
If you refuse to drink, your body will become weak. Do as I say.
Or you won't be invited to any of the cool parties.
And then the show gets really bored with her talking and just rolls the credits.
You know, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that the rest of the series is not going to be as disturbing as that. I mean, at the very least, it can't get any worse.
Yeah. It's hard to get worse than shooting up corpses while getting blown.
Right! Next episode!
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blew his house with the blue little...
So yeah, who are these guys? What are they doing? Are they both vampires? How is one of them dying? Why is everything blue?
Oh my God.
Hey,
Were you kissing him?
No, I killed him. Yes, I'm a vampire, totally. Not gay, though. Just a vampire, seriously. I killed him. Yes! Murder!
After that completely unexplained sequence, we cut to a nameless doctor performing an autopsy on our nameless victim. Damn it! Why can't anything in this show be set up properly?
The doctor guy removes a chip, unplugging the dead guy from the Matrix, while Elton John and Integra speculate about it.
Is it possible that this recent increase in vampire activity is part of some larger unseen plan?
It still doesn't change the Hellsing organization's mission. Search and destroy.
Hey, don't you want to understand maybe what makes these people into vampires? It might aid strategically to help you.
Nope, don't care. Catch 'em and kill 'em. Derp-a-der.
I hate working for you.
Meanwhile...
Alucard is displeased with Police Girl's emo BS and the copious waste of blood that could probably be donated to the Red Cross or something, rather than just flushed down the toilet. But Police Girl's too stupid for any of this, so the scene just ends.
While this pointless inaction is lighting up the screen, the Vatican takes issue with how boring the show has become and sends in their own representative.
I'm sorry. Welcome to London, Father.
Go with God, my child.
Awesome or most awesome?
Damn the Vatican.
Whatever. He's still a hell of a lot cooler than you, bitch.
Tell me, what in essence is the difference between the true vampires we fought for centuries and these chipped human creatures?
Well, the main thing is that they have computer chips in them, and we don't. You know, for someone who calls everyone fools and idiots, you're pretty damn daft.
I know you're nothing like those creatures. It was uncalled for.
Then why did you feel the need to say it? You humans are incomprehensible.
Whoa, 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 whoa. As a representative of humans, I would say we are generally pretty comprehensible. Now, as for this wench, I'll grant you, she is completely incomprehensible, but in no way is she a representative of the human race. Please, don't be confused by this crazy bitch.
We then cut to the gay vampire reenacting Metal Gear Solid, because this is how tight the security of the prestigious Hellsing organization is. Truly, something to behold.
I have a question. If they know that Alucard's bullets kill vampires, why not just give all their soldiers guns with those bullets? Why only give them to the two vampires? Why waste the lives of countless soldiers by putting regular bullets in their guns? How have they not unionized and revolted yet?
Meanwhile, Integra makes Walter feel appreciated.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I'm just accounting intelligently for any possible outcome. Shut up! Your imbecilic nature is a suffocating shroud. It surrounds me on all sides.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Meanwhile, Police Girl encounters Gray Fox, who apparently notices her large mammaries.
While Alucard sits in his own private end times, Police Girl fights off Gray Fox's ghouls. Until...
Damn!
I am the instrument of God, messenger of the divine punishment of heaven.
Refusing to be upstaged, Alucard teleports out of the underworld and gores the vampire to death with his bare hand. The Scottish priest, intimidated by the fact that Alucard's balls are dragging on the ground at this point, prepares for the most epic fight of the show. A battle to end all battles. A peerless match of...
I said that's enough. The Archbishop has ordered you to return to the Vatican immediately.
I look forward to the next time we meet, Sir Integra Wingate's Hellsing.
You mother...
Fox, no, she's not real! She's not real!
I'm gonna kill you, you bitch!
While Integra steps out for a cigarette after her incredibly tiring day of hating the Vatican and handing out one entire piece of paper, Alucard offers Police Girl a chance to renounce her vampirism by drinking his blood, since, she refuses to drink blood. But since she's completely worthless, she can't do this either. And the show literally gets so tired of her BS that it just fades to black mid-sentence. No, I'm serious.
Is it Hellsing's goal to not be exciting? It's like they want the audience to be bored as hell, so they'll buy the manga. It's like, oh hey, buy our books. That's where all the fights really happen. Why are you watching this show again?
Well, I mean, yeah, this is pretty damn bad, but hey, at least Alucard's awesome, right? I mean, I can't imagine, unless he dies or something, I can't imagine this getting any worse.
The fourth episode begins with someone logging onto a computer to watch a password-protected snuff film? Is there such a thing? And if so, why?
You know how stupid this is, right?
Let's just save it. We'll have an opportunity to come back to it later.
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
We cut to Police Girl being sexually harassed by her new commanding officer, which is apparently her punishment for the death of her old CO. But Integra and Ferguson don't even seem to care in the slightest.
Has the new commander reported to his post?
Yes, just transferred in from the SAS. He's a first-rate candidate.
Any reason to doubt this opinion? Maybe get a second one?
Nope, unquestionable, unassailable. This is the final word on this man. I'm so confident, I'm not even going to check in on him. Ever.
You, sir, are my kind of genius.
This is a snuff film I found on the internet. There's an underground market for this stuff. Films of people being killed.
In the old days, it was film, then it moved on to video. Now this type of material traffics mostly through the internet.
Yes, quite the poignant social commentary on voyeuristic desires and violence in an exploitation horror show? Did they forget what kind of show they were working on?
After Police Girl's totally trustworthy new CO lets her know that despite being a horrible monster, she would still make a great lay, he sends her off to investigate a crime scene. Or something.
It's a mercy. They become ghouls otherwise.
Let me get this straight. If they find a video on the internet of a man dying, completely stripped of cause and context, they just immediately assume that it's an innocent man being murdered and there's a perpetrator that has to be stopped. But if you're a member of the Hellsing organization and you come upon a man unconscious on the ground and, you have no idea what did or didn't happen to him, you can just kill him. Claim that no matter what, he would have definitely become a ghoul. I'm sorry, do they have any idea what they're talking about here?
Well, I mean, that's totally fair because if I kill you, it'd be self-defense because, you're big and menacing. But if you kill me, it'd totally be murder because I would never threaten you.
Right.
Meanwhile, what is boring as hell to us Americans is making headline television news in Japanese England.
The citizens are not only believed to be criminals, but are being referred to as vampires by this covert organization. At this time, there is no evidence to verify this claim.
Yes, they're being called vampires, probably to make them sound all boogly-woogly.
Meanwhile, Police Girl finds an actual enemy to shoot and... After After the wonderful, feckless human being that is Police Girl CO straight up propositions her for sex, and she resists all urges to murder him and be done with the depravity, Walter details just what level of horrid scumbag they're facing this week.
The man taken into custody is known only by the alias Flesh. He states his policy as, I watch what I want, and I show others what they want to watch.
Wait, that's it? The guy watches videos he likes and wants to make it easier for others to watch videos they like?
Seek and destroy!
But seriously though, why is this guy considered some kind of horrible person just for liking videos on the internet? We've got one of our main characters here being demeaned and dehumanized as a sex object in excruciating detail on a daily basis. But this guy who likes YouTube a bit more than most is our big enemy? Were they trying to underwhelm us with their sheer lack of villainy? Well, color me underwhelmed then.
And this is the reason we held on to the password-locked video clip until now. This guy supposedly wants to proliferate all sorts of raunchy, depraved, despicable content all over the World Wide Web. Yet the video that led the Hellsing organization to him was password protected. It was not widely viewable. Only someone with enough software or know-how to hack the password, or maybe a username, could view it unless they knew Flesh personally. Therefore, it could have been implemented any number of very legal, very responsible ways. This guy is anything but a criminal. Why don't you worry about the rapist CO you hired recently, instead of issues that don't concern you at all, seeing as they have nothing to do with vampires?
Because the only reason I watch anime is for a PSA on why SOPA is a good thing.
While Police Girl is busy sucking at reconnaissance, Alucard just straight up teleports to the location of the newest video that Flesh is filming, which actually does include a vampire. Maybe the vampire is Flesh? I don't know. We only see Flesh's face once and it's a mugshot. Not exactly a good comparison against a mutated vampire visage.
Anyway, Alucard makes short work of him, shooting out the window behind him to reveal the pervert CO as well as the anchor woman from earlier, who have apparently been cooperating with Flesh all along. Unless the CO is Flesh, I have no idea. You know, for such a serious episode, this has been severely lacking in continuity.
Police Girl arrives and says that the CO who has been making her life hell for a week deserves death. But of course she can't follow through on a damn thing that comes out of her stupid mouth, causing the most inexplicable ending ever to occur.
Victoria, we'll take care of him from here. You've done well.
Don't you ever get sick of it? You go and risk your life for this country, but this organization hides and you're treated like you don't exist.
I think I seriously misjudged your character, Stedler.
I just can't believe what I've seen. I have a journalistic obligation to show this to the world, wouldn't you say?
So you feel no guilt for watching?
Damned right! I wasn't the one who was doing the videotaping. It was that pathetic computer freak.
What do we do with her?
She should be brought to the London police. From there, she'd go to trial. But I don't think man's law is sufficient punishment for her crimes.
If she's beyond man's judgment, beyond law, I guess that means it's up to me.
What?
So let me see if I get this straight. The borderline rapist and perpetrator deserves a fair trial and justice, but the woman who simply stood by and watched is more guilty and more responsible and deserves an instant death sentence.
This tour of warped, upside-down ideals ends with Police Girl finally drinking blood, and we get no resolution on any of the horrible, reproachable decisions that we have just witnessed.
Hello and welcome to everyone's favorite game show, What is Justice? Today I have with me Phoenix the First. Are you ready to play, Phoenix?
Oh yeah, Fox, let's go!
Let's start with our $100 question. What offense should be punishable by death? First-degree murder or jaywalking?
That's an easy one, Fox. First-degree murder, final answer.
I'm sorry, Phoenix, but that's not justice for us. And because you lost today, we're gonna have to execute you right here on the spot.
I shouldn't even need to explain what's wrong with this. I mean, I don't know if this is how Japanese justice works, but it doesn't even begin to rate on a scale of stupidity. It's just pale misogyny. Who wrote these laws?
Lloyd did it.
Seriously, I don't know how warped the people who wrote this episode were, or how many hard drugs they were on, but this is just beyond the pale.
About time you came around.
Let's do this. Hammer! Mayhem! Alright, bring it on! Since we haven't had sex mixed in with the bizarre things going on for a couple episodes, the 5th episode begins in a pseudo-strip club where all the servers wear lingerie and gas masks. Because that would totally happen in reality. Some prissy blonde douche sits in a room designed to look like the back of a limo, because he's deluded himself into believing that he matters, while some chick in lingerie eats his crumbs off the seat. I don't know what kind of fantasy this is, or how he gets off to it, but that's Japan for you. Just as he's about to achieve idiot nirvana, someone dumber ruins his day by giving him a Yu-Gi-Oh card he already has.
All the kingdoms of the world shall I give unto thee.
The card is a ruse, and any maggot who dares to bring me one of these cards is an enemy of the Valentine Brothers.
Is he not aware that those two thoughts do not go together? It makes about as much sense as a room designed to look like the back of a limo with a chick eating crumbs off the seat. You know what? Never mind. Because the only useful man in an anime is an undead man, we cut to Walter presenting Alucard with a new, thicker, meatier black gun. Yeah, it's transparent at this point that they're trying to sexualize a disturbing psychopath vampire who enjoys torture and murder. Thanks, Japan! Police girl wanders into their weird sex party, and Walter gives her a new weapon too. A gigantic 40-inch dildo cannon. She probably needed it. Frigid broad. Back at the Legion of Steampunk Stupidity, the guy who brought in the card is sucked dry by the sluttiest vampires ever, while these two, who are apparently brothers, discuss what to do about Fritz, the guy who gave the dying dork the card.
Why don't we just cap him?
Don't be so stupid, Jan.
What?
The police arrested Brits last week.
He got busted? Man, that's a mind fuck. I'm mind fucking you right now.
Well, that makes no sense whatsoever. How is being arrested, an event that must happen virtually every day in the criminal underworld, considered mentally fallacious? How easily is this guy's mind blown?
Hey, brother, look. Cupcakes. Without any frosting.
Man, that's a mind fuck.
So they decide enough is enough and that they're just gonna take down the Hellsing organization once and for all. They get to planning just as our poor innocent card carrier dies and... Wait, what the hell was that? Our lovely, wonderful mother the Queen hereby claims this man in the name of all Britannia. Long live Her Majesty!
Man, that's a mind fuck.
After Integra decides that the only remedy for this entire situation is to travel back in time to meet the Knights of the Round Table, or just meet with a bunch of weak-hearted idiots in the present. That was disappointing. The slutty vampires are killing people somewhere when...
Step it up, you demonic vampire bitches!
Yeah, bitches, stand at attention. Next, because continuity is way too difficult for this show, we cut to the military preparing to go somewhere and fight the brothers, I guess? They talk about something vaguely religious, and then they head out, and Integra decides that Alucard is half retarded or something.
Alucard. The target they're about to fight is not just another inhuman freak. These vampires have human characteristics that may be difficult for a creature like you to comprehend.
What the hell is there to understand? The last I remember, her response to people trying to help her understand things was...
It still doesn't change the Hellsing organization's mission. Search and destroy.
So, if that's all there is to it, how in the hell could Alucard have a problem comprehending that enemies have to be killed?
Because letting a man handle things would be all incorrect or some crap. Nah, boring bureaucracy is so much more entertaining.
What does this word mean? Fun. Am I saying it right? I've never heard of this fun before.
Of course, because Integra's too dumb to breathe, she sends the entire platoon into a trap where they find a bomb that decides to screw time and just blow everything up.
Yeah, because it's hard to draw one more zero. I see how they messed up. Wait, no, I don't! You have to draw more to make an 8 instead of a 0. How drunk were the guys animating this thing?
Police girl straps some balls on and chucks the last guy out the door before the bomb goes off. But because she's a whining, useless sack the other 99% of the time, we don't care.
It took us too long to recognize the booby trap. We still managed to evacuate everyone.
I'm very sorry, Mom.
How dare they underestimate my organization? Damn freaks.
Alright, this is too stupid to go on any longer. Why in the hell are the chip vampires called freaks?
Yeah, we get it that these vampires are different from vampires that are bitten, but what is the technological explanation behind this? Because science?
Why the hell are they called freaks? That doesn't make them sound scary. That doesn't make them sound imposing. The definition of a freak has nothing to do with drinking blood or murdering innocents. A freak is more like...
Man, that's a mind fuck.
After Police Girl once again faces off her arch nemesis, Iced Blood, which is actually more threatening than the show's real villains, we see one of said villains enjoying a sexy striptease. Oh yeah! That is the sexiest dance I've ever seen! Don't stop now, baby!
Seriously, what the hell is she doing? She's like a record skipping. I want to smack her and make her dance right.
The seizure dance gives our basement dweller such a massive hard-on that he immediately has the urge to clean her tonsils before killing her and sucking her blood.
Oh, yeah, baby. Kill me hard.
After establishing that Police Girl likes to lay on her bed, we cut to the roundtable meeting, where Integra is completely oblivious to just how stupid she sounds.
Sir Integra, according to your report, many of the creatures you have been encountering recently are man-made vampires due to these implanted freak chip devices.
The mission of the Hellsing organization is to end all earthly activity of non-human creatures. In the process of completing this mission, we are expected to have many direct encounters and battles with vampires. But it is not our responsibility to investigate the mechanism of this chip, or to determine who is distributing it.
Everyone knows the best way to cure the affliction is to fight the symptom, not the disease. Right? Right? Someone agree with me, damn it! I'm surrounded by idiots.
Speaking of idiots...
Bar out of business, he fucking poached all the girls from his place, man! So, Solo totally fucking snaps!
Oh, shut up!
Follow the sequence of events in this scene if you can. The Nameless brothers are wandering around the gates of the Hellsing compound, and there's a van parked just across the street. They murder the guard, hop in the van, and bust right through the gates. After a couple brief shots of them blowing up cars, several hundred ghoul soldiers pile out of this lone van through the pre-broken windows, and they all carry signs that read, Boo-doo people murder people.
Are we supposed to be intimidated by these guys? Are they ripping off the Joker? These guys are the biggest buffoons I've ever seen. And considering that both Alexander Anderson...
Who? The badass priest. Oh. Gotcha.
Both Alexander Anderson and...
You know what? Shut up. It's not my fault that this show only had one threatening villain in 5 episodes.
Considering that Alexander Anderson couldn't even make it past the front lawn, we're supposed to take guys that write toddler gibberish on their shields seriously? Peas murder people? Why not just write herder, split peas, turkey, vam peppers? At least that would be consistently stupid.
I am so fucking hard right now! We're smarter than you bitches!
Patience.
The basement-dwelling brother finds Ferguson, apparently shooting him, and the episode ends.
Nothing to say here, just keep the pain a-coming. Actually, you know what? Pretty soon, we won't even feel anything. I just injected us with a big dose of morphine. You did what? Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
After we see Ferguson at gunpoint again, the 6th episode begins with Integra's super important roundtable meeting being interrupted even further.
Is this thing on? Alright, this is a shout out to all our listeners in the Roundtable Conference, and a special hello to that whoring little bitch, Miss Hellsing. Can you hear me?
We are the Valentine Brothers! I'm Jan Valentine, and it's real nice to finally meet you. We appreciate you joining us for this late lunch. We are currently enjoying the delicious taste of the Hellsing membership.
And while you're waiting for us to kill you, we highly recommend pissing yourself, followed by a course of praying to your impotent god, then cowering in the corner and begging. Always good. But if you act now, there's still time for an old-fashioned suicide! Thank you, London! We love you! Good night!
Jan's rant is actually pretty badass here. So much so that the entire Roundtable Council and Integra are stunned into silence and just sit and listen to the entire thing. Now this might be really awesome if it weren't for this.
I am so fucking hard right now!
Since Jan is distracted by his own idiocy, Police Girl is able to get the jump on him and pump him full of lead. Why she uses a regular gun when she has guns that can kill vampires, I'll never know. But she does rescue Ferguson, and we cut back to the real main plot, Integra's roundtable meeting, where things are getting tense.
Emergency escape procedures are already in place. Isn't that right, Sir Integra?
A helicopter is prepped and standing by at the top of the tower.
Then let's go. We have no time to lose and we can't stay here.
We wait.
We'll pass the time by playing giant chess on the floor.
Then what are we supposed to do?
I told you, giant chess. And I'm the queen.
So, she is a she. Anyway, the other Valentine brother blows up the one and only rescue helicopter, meaning that their brilliant, foolproof escape plan is foiled. Integra is rightfully pissed.
These monsters dare to enter this house built on blood and honor! I will see them all roast in the deepest pits of hell!
Police Girl takes Ferguson to her room, where she finds Alucard taking a nap, because he's way too badass to deal with vermin like the Valentine Brothers. No, really, that's what he says.
My enemies are not the trash that you've been fighting, Police Girl.
How are we supposed to take these dorks seriously if Alucard won't? Anyway, Walter announces he'll be rescuing Integra, because otherwise we wouldn't have a show, and he promptly engages Jan.
Damn! I don't believe I left someone breathing on this floor.
too slow.
When Jan is defeated soundly after Police Girl kills all his remaining ghouls, he initiates the hacks, summoning all the soldiers of Hellsing, who have all been turned into ghouls as well. Meanwhile, the coolest fight in the entire show takes place between Luke Valentine and Alucard.
The Cromwell approval is now in effect. Hold release until target is silenced. Now I'll show you how real vampires do battle!
We cut away from that awesomeness, for no reason whatsoever, as Police Girl hulks out and kills all the ghoul soldiers. Walter decides to be inept for no good reason, and allows Jan to reach the room where Integra and the Round Table Conference are hiding out. Yeah, whatever, back to the Hellhounds.
Please make it stop. What the hell are you?
Stop whining. All I did was cut off your stupid legs. Summon your demons. Transform yourself. Regenerate your legs. Stand up. Pick up your gun and attack me. Do something!
A monster! Oh god, you're a monster!
I see. You're just like the rest. Nothing but dog food.
But now that the cool stuff is over, we have more stupid, as Integra pumps Jan full of magic bullets that she apparently controls with her mind. I don't know. You tell me what the hell is going on in this next scene.
Give me the name of your master. I won't allow you to die until you do.
How in the hell does that work? Anyway, Jan... And with just about everyone dead, the episode comes to an end.
Well, I think we're done for today.
Well, we've been going for a while. Why don't we take a break, grab a drink of water, maybe get some food?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Hey, we should get some McMuffins.